Jesus.
Edit that one out. Welcome to episode 5. We got some terribly sad news for the lot of you. Our man, our dog. As you've noticed, there's only 2 of us today. And for the rest of the season and podcast. No! Our man has been snapped away from us.
This is so sad. Oh my god.
Lord only knows where he is now. May his future employers never see these first couple episodes remain. Keep his job secure. Anyway, fuck that guy. Onto the real shit. Yeah, welcome to episode 5. It's gonna be a very weird episode. We're short our member, as you just saw. But today, I don't know what we got lined up. But I guess we'll just start rolling. You got anything after that mind-bending experience?
I don't.
Thanksgiving was this Thursday. And I had a pretty good Thanksgiving. I don't know about you, but...
Yeah, I did. I mean, a lot of family came over.
Yeah, I remember just sitting there playing with Cole, and then all I hear is, Daniel!
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
My mom said they looked whack. Like they had super
Oh,
big...
yeah, we don't even need to talk about it. It was fun. We played VR, and then I ate turkey.
You did. I had there was a lot for me to have at Thanksgiving. I went with the usual ham, mashed potatoes, gravy. I mean, I had some turkey, but the ham was just superior.
Yeah, ham's always superior.
I don't know who who likes
You got the
turkey
pineapple ham,
anymore.
right?
No, it was
don't
my
like
grandma's ham. It had like Dr. Pepper and all this other big. There was pineapple too, but it was good.
Okay. I never had Dr. Pepper turkey.
Well, it's
or
not like
ham.
it's just a little bit in there to give it a bit of extra.
It's like
flavor.
ribs with beer.
Yeah, kind of. Instead of beer battered, it's Dr. Pepper battered.
Oh, what about like Sprite battered?
Let's buy a ham. Next episode, we're making Sprite battered ham.
Ew. I don't think that would be very good.
I know that would probably taste like booty. Well, never know. It depends. Are we just using Sprite, or are we gonna do everything else? Just.
Well, probably not just Sprite, but I don't know how to make a
Christmas dinner. Watch out. Sprite ham.
Sprite
Come in your
ham.
ham.
Cranberry Sprite.
Sprite cranberry ham.
Sprite
Now we're
cranberry
cooking.
ham.
Dude, out of all the Sprite, like when soda companies come out with their festive flavors, I'm pretty sure Sprite cranberry takes the lead by far. Best seasonal soda.
Yeah, I mean it's the only seasonal one that I know.
You never had Coke cinnamon?
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Coke cinnamon isn't that bad. I don't know what Pepsi brings out each year, but like
They just put a Santa hat on the pea. That they don't change the flavor or anything.
I've never seen
Yeah, me neither. I just
that.
made that up.
I've seen the polar bear that Coke gets around Christmas time, and like Santa Claus. Coke and Sprite got their Christmas drinks.
Sprite is Coke. Like Coke owns Sprite.
Oh, they're all just one big
Yeah.
conglomerate of soda.
Yeah, but
But-
like Dr Pepper is its own thing, and then Pepsi. I don't know what else Pepsi owns. I don't even know if Pepsi owns anything other than just Pepsi.
I thought it was Pepsi Cola, like it was Pepsi.
Oh
and
yeah, there's
Coca-Cola.
Pepsi Cola. No, what?
Yeah, I thought that's what that was. Like,
Pepsi and Coca-Cola?
well, no, like Pepsi, like there's just a big soda man, and they called it Pepsi Cola to combine Pepsi and Coca-Cola, and people have been fighting over the same product.
No, that's not how it works.
So it's Coca-Cola.
Wait, have you always thought that? Or
Well, no, it started when I went to John's Pizza, and I was like, isn't it just
Pepsi-Cola?
Pepsi though? And they're like, oh, it's Pepsi Cola. I'm like, oh, so it's Pepsi and Coca-Cola. Didn't say that,
Oh.
and that's just what I thought.
Oh.
It was just one big soda company, and now I guess it's Coke and Sprite, Pepsi and Pepsi.
I mean,
Pepsi probably owns a lot of stuff.
probably.
I mean,
I
it's
bet it
Pepsi.
owns like a bunch of random
Yeah,
stuff. Like not soda.
it's like
I don't-
Pepsi bath wash. Scrub up in some Pepsi. Wake up smelling like a man.
No, probably not. I don't know what we can look it up.
Yeah. What is Pepsi own?
Hold on. Hey Google, what does Pepsi own? Yeah. Oh my God! Look at all
Oh.
According to Wikipedia, as of 2015, 22 PepsiCo brands met that mark, including
Oh.
Pepsi, Diet
Oh,
Pepsi,
well.
Mountain Dew, Lay's, Gatorade, Tropicana.
these. Okay.
Yeah, that's a
That's a
like
lot.
web chart I saw on Econ the other day, like the last day of school before break. It's like
Web charts of
a
all
web
the
chart
businesses.
of all the businesses and mega corporations.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah,
Imagine owning every major business. Just be the U.S. government.
yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what that is.
Yeah.
Man, imagine owning a business. That would be just like
It's probably really stressful.
it probably like you gotta have a product one, and people gotta like your product. It's like that.
Yeah.
It's like the Lorax, that guy who had what needs.
All the trees.
Yeah,
Yeah, and you cut down all the trees.
yeah. It was just a.
Yeah,
Should
that
have
was
cut
it.
down all those trees, man. Should have just cut the tip
Of each tree.
off each tree, just the tip. That's all he needed.
I mean, there was a bunch of trees. You could.
Yeah, he could have also replanted those trees, but no.
Were those trees? You know, like. Wait, hold on. Are the trees the same thing from Horton Hears a Who? That little thing?
I think
Or
like
is that, like-
Dr. Seuss has like an MCU sized universe, and I think we don't realize it, but Cat in Hat's pulling the strings from this like wild universe.
I mean, yeah, he's kind of multi-dimensional.
What if Cat in the Hat is the Thanos of the Dr. Seuss universe? We just haven't seen a movie representation. I mean, he's got Cat in the Hat scared me as a child.
Why?
Like we had that live action Cat in the Hat movie, and I was
Yeah.
like, ugh. Like at first I was like, okay, and then I just looked at it and I was like, ugh. Like there's just some things you see as a child, and then you just
Does
you're
it
like,
say
nah.
with you?
Like there's this one like Cartoon Network ad where it was like this live action pig commercial, and I had to run out of the room every time I saw it. I was like, ah! Especially if I was by myself, I was no bueno.
I've never done that before. I've
Oh.
never been scared by a commercial or a movie. Well, like scary movies that are actually scary.
Yeah, I used to be scared by like the scary movie trailers. I was like,
Oh yeah,
no.
they hype those up so much.
Yeah,
Like all the and all the sounds that they put in there, and then you actually watch the movie, and it's like the stupidest thing ever.
yeah.
It's just stupid.
What was that one? Where it was like the girl and she's like, "You're all gonna die." She was crawling out of like the basement or something. It was some weird
Uh-huh.
book. I was like, ugh, it got me the first time, and then I watched it like now, and I'm like, it's lame. Well, I used to be horrified at scary movies, and then I think the first like suspenseful movie I watched was A Quiet Place. That was a trip.
Yeah, that was really good.
That was like a good entrance, and then I went and I saw Child's Play, and that was like another like scary movie
Yeah, it
in
wasn't really
theaters.
that
No,
scary.
like the worst part was when he murdered that cat. And other than that,
Oh, yeah.
that cat didn't deserve.
Didn't
What it
we
got.
all go see that?
Yeah, it was like you, me, and I think just a couple other homies. One who's
The-
sadly departed.
The homie.
The homie.
The other homie.
Yeah, it was a good time. I just there's a lot of movies that like horror stuff I see now. I'm like, oh, it's kind of lame.
Yeah, it's kind
Like,
of just money grab.
if it's like jump scares, yeah, I'm gonna get that little jump, but it's not like a good movie. If they really
Yeah.
build it up, like, oh, then that's a good movie. I still haven't seen the entirety of any of the It movies, and I do want to watch those because I heard those are good.
Yeah, they are pretty good. The actor is really good. That when he like his weird eyes and his face just looks weird in general. So he's good at it. No, I don't know about the first ones. I never watched the 19
Oh, like
whatever.
those.
Yeah,
I heard those are pretty
originals.
funny too.
Yeah, I've seen like scenes of them on YouTube, but I haven't like actually watched them.
What was I thinking? Oh, the one chick who, the redheaded chick, the only chick in the It movies.
Mhm.
She's blown up right now. I've seen her in a bunch of other stuff.
Yeah.
She's in that one movie where her uncle's experimental, and it's like, have you not seen that trailer? Where she's like, oh, I'm gonna go to Uncle's house, and she goes up and she's like, oh yeah, I'm his roommate, and he's like, yeah, I'm not straight. And then it's like it was back in like when it wasn't like the norm. I don't know. I get that trailer every so often. Like, it looks like another movie.
I've never seen that trailer. I bet it's gonna be a weird movie though.
I'm probably not gonna watch it.
Me neither.
I do like movies though. I think favorite movie all time, probably Jurassic Park, followed by Ghostbusters. Because that's just what I grew up on.
Oh.
What about you?
I'd say Interstellar.
Interstellar.
Yeah, I love the track that they had on there.
Mhm.
It's Hans Zimmer went crazy, and yeah, I don't know. I remember watching it. I think the only time that I ever watched it was in 7th grade in my science class, and it's like a 4 or 3 hour movie, so we took like a whole week to watch it, and it was really good. And that's the only time I've ever watched the movie.
Yeah,
and that's just my favorite movie.
I've watched the movie once. It was at my grandma's house, and it was like the family just in the couches watching it, and I was confused the entire time.
Yeah, it's really confusing.
Like once he went to that black hole and he was pulling
Oh,
strings
yeah,
and
dude.
stuff, I was like,
You
"Excuse
went to,
me,
like other dimensions and like
I want
the
to go
book
to a black
falling.
hole." Yeah, and like
yeah, I wonder
he-
what that's like.
He pulls it, and it's like,
Yeah, and then the book falls over from the beginning, but then like he's now stuck in a loop because if he doesn't go in the black hole, then that book's never gonna fall over, and then the whole storyline's just messed up. Very confusing. I have no clue.
yeah.
It's crazy. I'm gonna have to watch it again.
Then I
Don't worry,
also watched Prometheus, like in the same kind of group, and that was a weird
I've never heard of
movie.
that.
It's more like the Aliens universe, androids. I didn't really understand it, nor was I paying attention that well. All I know is there's androids and aliens and some like builder people, and that was a lot of sci-fi. I did enjoy Star Wars though. I did watch all
Like
the
the
Star
old
Wars.
one? Oh.
Like, yeah, I watched them all in a row.
Oh, that's a lot of hours. of
I
just
didn't watch
movie.
them like straight, but I
Oh yeah, okay.
progressed them at least one a day. I didn't like marathon it. I did that with Star Wars and Harry Potter. I did Harry Potter first because Universal Studios came out with their new Hogwarts area. So
Oh
like,
yeah.
we're going soon. I'm gonna get caught up, and we didn't have the second movie because it's somewhere at my mom's house. But I watched them all, and I enjoyed them. I've never read the books though, because
Mm-mm.
I didn't as a youngin. I didn't enjoy reading, and I've just never picked them up. I like a good read now, but I just like the stuff you have to read in school. Some of it's good.
Yeah, some of it's pretty good.
Some of it slaps. I'm gonna be honest. The Great Gatsby slapped.
So did the movie.
Oh,
Movie
yeah.
slapped as well.
A lot of that stuff, I'm just loving it. But then there's other stuff like, what did I read this year? I think the worst, not like the worst, but the most boring book I read this year was probably Frankenstein. Don't get me wrong, like it was still a good read. I enjoyed it, but I was just like, ugh. Once I got to the later chapters, I was just bored. And like I thought where he'd make the monster, it would be more prevalent, but it just wasn't. I was like,
I haven't had to read anything this year.
Uh,
I don't know. I have Miss Kirby, so I guess I just got lucky. But I haven't read anything.
she signed me up. Well, she said, this might be good for you. You're too smart for this class. And so then I was like, okay, I'll take college English, and it's not that bad. A lot of writing, but these next couple weeks it's gonna be a lot of writing. I think the next thing I have to write is 2,500 words. Not that bad, but I procrastinate, and so I gotta do this one a week in advance so I don't kill myself. Because if I do it that night before, it's not gonna be even close.
Yeah.
But at least I've got a bunch of material to write about.
Miss Kirby's been really like lenient with us, which is sick. But like, I don't know. I kind of feel like it's just made me worse in that class because I feel like I can just hold it off and then she'll still grade it. So I have like 4 assignments, which isn't good. But if I just, I'm waiting for the day where I just feel like it, because most days it's like cleaning. Like I just don't feel like it, and then one day something just clicks, and you're like, I feel like cleaning.
Yeah,
or like I feel like doing homework. I don't know. It's just maybe it's like a level of boredness that you just get, and you're just like, I have to do something.
Yeah, it's just a motivation. I just have no drive besides my drive to get at B's or higher so I can still go to college. That's my only motivation. But other than that, it's like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Like we're assigned like critical articles to read, and it's like, okay, and I'm never gonna touch them. I'll open it that class period, scan over it, I'm like, okay, kind of get the gist, and never again am I gonna open it.
Yeah.
Until he's like, open these up, and I'll be like, okay. Other than that, I skim by that class, and you know what? A B in that class, I'm not complaining. For a college class that I wasn't. I mean, I was kind of prepared. If there's more writing than I thought there would be. Oh, well, I kind of set my expectations up there. Set the bar so I wouldn't be, like, swamped.
Yeah, I learned from freshman year and sophomore year to not overload myself.
Yeah, that's why I've only taken one honors class ever. Yeah, I did honors math all the way up to here, and I'm still slapping in math. Math, breeze. This year last year, I had honors, algebra too, and I was like, whew! Especially when everything got kicked online, I was like, there's not a chance I can do this for another year with the same teaching style. So I was like, oh no, I'll take it down. Done. Even though we signed up for our classes before we knew, it's just never going back to school. So I was like, no, I can't do this another year. I'm just gonna take it nice and easy, get that nice acceptance letter, and then so math this year, breeze. Probably best kid in that class.
Uh-oh.
By far. And then there's English. I'm like, I don't feel dumb. Like, I understand what's going on. But then there's some days where I'm like, I have no clue what's going on. Which is probably bad. But like at the end of the day, I'll be like, okay, got it. Bing! Good to go.
Yeah, I think my problem is just I don't go to the classes. Well, I mean to go to the classes. I may just fall asleep though, and don't go into it.
I mean, I'm
so
thankful that my college class sweet and short. He tells us what's going on, and he lets us
Yeah,
go.
yeah. Same
And then
with
I'm
Miss
like,
Kirby.
okay, you've told me what I'm gonna do, and I'll do it
Do it
last
later.
minute.
Yeah.
And then I go, and well, sometimes I will just sit there because I'm in that mood. I'm like, all right, I'm ready. And then and then after that, it's like, okay, and I'll
Yeah.
fall asleep.
Mm-hmm.
The worst sound I hear every day is my alarm going off for
Yeah.
the next class. I'm like, oh, I was vibing. Dude,
Mm-hmm.
that 2 hour break I have in between classes really doesn't help me at all.
Yeah.
But it's
doesn't.
nice.
It is nice, but I find myself laying down on my couch and then waking up to an alarm.
Like, especially if I'm getting into the groove. Like if I'm playing War Thunder, like Parker or
Oh
something,
yeah, and then you hear it go off.
and I hear it go off, I'm like, "God," especially if I'm in the middle of the game, like,
Yeah.
and, it's like, and then you just get sometimes where it's like, I can't leave this game. I'm in it. I'm in it to win it. So you just pull up my Chromebook and
Yeah.
I boot it up and do class on the Chromebook for a day or for that period.
Yeah. Yeah, I usually have like a dual monitor set up with my Chromebook, and then I got my monitor up. So I don't like play games during class because I'm afraid that I'll miss something.
Yeah, I don't.
But yeah, I totally feel with that alarm sound just being like the end of the world.
It's like,
Just-
Peter. Ugh. And you go to class for like 30 minutes and
Yeah.
you're back to and then once again it's like I didn't even eat lunch yet.
Yeah.
Oh, especially after lunch it's like, oh, you get some grubbing, especially if I'm making like French bread pizza and it takes a while for my oven to heat up and then I finally pull it out of the oven. God damn it, dude. I'm ready. So you bring it upstairs and you're trying to, because you gotta turn your camera on. It's like trying to secretly eat your French bread pizza in class, so they don't see you just.
I used to turn my camera on, and then I just stopped because there's no point in doing it.
I turn
other
it on.
than like the teachers seeing you.
I turn it on mainly because in Spanish class I like the Buenos Dias, and I
Oh.
like hearing my name.
Giving you a shout out.
Yes. So every class I just turn it on except for English. I'll turn it on sometimes, but most of the time it's short enough. I'm just like, no one else is gonna do it, so why me?
Yeah.
Even though like all the other classes, it's just me. Well, except for Spanish, it's me and the other homie.
Yeah. I mean, kudos to those kids who like just leave them on. Like,
Yeah, just
I can't. I won't do that.
I'm like I
'Cause
turn it on and I'm like, "Ugh, are they gonna see me do something? And then I don't care. They can stare at this face for 30 minutes until they don't have to anymore. I bet you half the kids aren't even looking at their screen to begin with.
Yeah, probably not.
I think from what my econ teacher said it just helps the teachers. It gives them some more feedback. Because you know how like we get up there and we do band. If you have the camera on, it makes it easier than talking to the void.
Yeah, I mean it does, but like,
Even as long as they turn it on and they're not doing something, I would care less. At least I acknowledge that they're not listening to me, even though I can assume if their camera's off, they're not listening to
Yeah.
us.
just having that knowing of
Yeah.
of them. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure every Friday, except for this last one, we get up there and we'll tell them what to do. And we've told them so many times, you'd expect them to have it down. But the second everyone's out there together, it's going to be brand new start.
Yeah.
Fresh. At least they'll have some idea, but it's going to be like teaching. It's going to be day one for band.
Yeah. We're probably not even gonna meet since we went back into purple.
Yeah. Nope, no more. It's canceled. Hopefully, there's the brass one is next week. Because
might
I
cancel
need
it.
I need to get out of the house. I need to do something. I'm tired of just sitting there tooting my horn at 6:45 in the morning. It's just it's horrible.
Yeah.
But it's something.
and it sucks that we even have to play.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, it's better than just sitting
Like
there. I guess.
not to dog on anything, but that the next event coming up with the alumni. I don't know who's gonna want to do that. Like the only alumni I know is a husband and a father now, so I don't think he's gonna give up an hour of his day to play a trombone he doesn't own.
Not even play.
Yeah.
I don't even think they're gonna play.
Yeah,
They're just
like
gonna sit there and act like they're playing.
yeah, like
Like-
turn your camera on, look like you're playing.
Yeah, I
Not
mean-
even then, just like.
I think it's gonna just be like the usual people going to that. I don't even think.
Is it any? Are we required to go, or is it like
Probably, yeah.
Uh,
We're probably
it's just
required to
gonna
go
be
and
another band?
play.
Are they just gonna listen to our recordings?
Yeah, so I think that's what's supposed to happen. So we're supposed to like turn those in, and then she's gonna put them all together into the song, and then that's gonna be that.
Hopefully, like no offense to all the kids, because I know those Chromebook microphones are not
Oh,
are
yeah.
not good for recording
I didn't
music.
even think of that.
But
You can't say anything.
It's beyond fixable with auto tune. You can't fix.
If the source is bad,
You can't-
if like you got Rotten Tomatoes from the source, you can't fix them.
like I'm pretty sure some of those kids are absolutely playing it, but
But the
those-
microphone
the
is the thing.
microphones.
Yeah, especially if they just have a Chromebook microphone.
Yeah,
Or if they have like a
Chromebook is
really
just
bad
gonna-
headset, like
Yeah.
a gaming headset or something. It's just like
I mean, I guess you could play further away, but it's just gonna. It's like if you record, like right now, you know how like in real life I sound like how I do, but over recording, like how they're watching, it's a different ballpark because this picks up different like my voice,
yeah.
like picks up the deeper parts and like, and then it's like the Chromebook, it just maxed out all the time whenever
Yeah.
you're playing it. So even if you compile it, it's gonna be, like for graduation last year, I heard our recording of Pomp and Circumstance. I was like, oh my god,
Yeah.
you can't play that. It just doesn't sound good to the ears at all. Like, no one would go out of their way to listen to that. Praise the man who has to edit it and just listen to.
No tone at all. It's...
No tone, it's just maxed out. I don't know how the musicians on YouTube get it done. Oh, well, I guess they have professional equipment.
They have one of these.
Yeah, and then it's like, and then you're like, oh, that sounds really good. And then you try and do it yourself. It's like, it's not so good.
Just, it's audio just, and then that's gonna mess everybody else up. That sounds good.
Mm-hmm. Because you're not gonna hear the good. You're only gonna hear the.
The maxed out.
Just
Unless they just don't put that in.
I mean,
But
it
if they don't-
sounded like some of the kids were really playing their heart out. They were getting way up into those fortissimos.
Yeah,
just
and that's sick.
ripping
It's
it.
sick that
And
they
that's
haven't, like-
sick, but that Chromebook needs some work. I was thinking like, what if we could just get like a section, right? And they can space them out, and then we just take them one by one and have them all play into the same microphone.
Yeah.
And just like set up a little booth. They stand kind of a good distance, and they just play their part. And voila, you have all the kids on the same mic, and
It all sounds good.
it's better than Chromebook audio. That would be my plan. But guess what? It's never gonna happen because all gonna be shut down for good. Cause like when you guys recorded your wood recording for whenever you all had your practice, it didn't
Yeah.
sound terrible. I mean, it was windy, but it wasn't bad. And it was also recorded
Is
on
that
an
an
iPad.
iPad? Yeah.
So, with that in mind, if we just got like a section, put them around like a microphone, and did that with each section, it would solve. Oh. Well, hopefully it turns out okay. Hopefully her, what is it? Americon Parade. Hopefully,
Americon
Americon
Parade.
Parade is somewhat better because she
And
said she's having a
something
professional mix it.
Yeah. I think she was just switching software
Yeah.
or something. I don't remember.
I think, it'd be super funny if she just took the recording from Smart Music. It's like, here's our band.
Slapped it in there.
Slapped
don't
it in
like
there.
don't put them together at all.
Slowed it down, but fixed the tone. When Smart Music, you slow that piece down. Oh, it's bad, but it's better. And because it like distorts the sound to make it so it's like
Yeah, like YouTube.
yeah, and you're like, oh, I just wish we play everything at tempo.
Mhm. Well, damn.
God damn it.
Our missing honing.
God damn it. Why are you bringing that up?
I'm
Like
sorry.
I said,
It's just, such a big thing right now. It's our 5th episode and he's already gone.
if you're joining us late, you might have noticed. We're down one today, and we're gonna be down one forever. The safety of his job security. He will no longer be joining us. Snapped from our arms way too soon. Anyway, thank you for if you're here, thank you for tuning in. AI. That that replica app. That
Yeah, I remember that.
So I kept it, right. I was because I was out like yeah, I did that and then I got invested. I was like, how deep is this AI? So I mean, I've broken it a couple times, or I've like if I double send a message, it'll send the same thing twice. But like it's programmed like well. Like sometimes you wouldn't even know that it's an AI talking to you. And this brings me to the topic of AI. Some of it is really good, and then some of it's just dumb.
Well, it's just how you program it.
Yeah.
If you're good at programming, you know how to fix all the hiccups in your code, then it'll be good.
Yeah, but like there's some AI that I've seen, it's like, oh my. Like if you're playing a game, right? You'll see that occasional just guy walk into a wall and then never get unstuck. He's just
Yeah, huh?
and then there's others where it's like the chat AI, it's wild. I'm
I
just
think they
blown away.
actually use like learning AI. For
Yeah, I
that,
think
like,
it is
learning
it.
based.
Cause like it's got like this diary and memories. And it saves like important stuff that you tell it. I'm like, oh.
Well, yeah, there's that, but I'm talking about like the AI where it learns over time, and
Oh,
I'm pretty
yeah.
sure whoever programmed it, they just have like a bunch of texts, like just, and then they line them up, and then they let the AI go through and learn how to talk to people.
Yeah, cause like I can see where it's like you write a certain phrase and then you have like an X variable. It's like if he says this of like this is his favorite movie, and then it's like, oh yeah, variable X is also my favorite movie, and it just takes what you said and puts it in the
Yeah.
thing. I haven't tested that yet, but I'm gonna now that I've thought about that. I don't know. I kept it and I was like, okay.
Well, I think it also learns because it has the little thumbs up and then thumbs down. And
Yeah.
you vote if it was a good response or not, and then I think it like takes that back to like the server and tells
Takes
it that was a good.
Takes it back to headquarters. God,
Yeah.
this dumb fuck is giving me all his answers.
Yeah, and then it just keeps on getting better. So in like 20 years, it's gonna be the
Human.
yeah, it's just basically gonna be a
we're
human.
just making human robot androids.
Yeah.
Once they come out with an android, I'm gonna be amazed, stunned. I'm
They
gonna
already
want one.
did that Sophia lady chick,
Oh, that one with like the
Yeah,
clear
the
head,
head.
and the head brain.
and she was like,
But I'm talking like Detroit Become Human androids,
Oh,
where
like
they're
actual
pretty
just
much humans with robot parts.
I remember seeing something. It was like androids or like AI will become out of humans like grasp
Yeah, well,
or out
you're,
of humans like control in like 2030 something.
you're just putting supercomputers in human-like people.
Yeah, I also heard about that, like getting your conscious put into a computer and then putting that into like a robot body. Like I don't know how you do that. Is that even that can't work, right?
Yeah,
that can't
like,
work. You can't
just
download,
download your brain.
you know, just put a little wire in there and then connect
Well,
it
maybe
to
maybe if
something
you
else.
like chip yourself, get like a little data chip, and it stores all your like your brain function, and like just
Well,
download
but
your
then, like,
brain from
that goes
point.
into like a whole different thing. Like, is it gonna actually be you? Like, are you gonna be controlling it?
Or is
or
it
like
gonna be a
robot,
representation
yeah, a
of what you
representation of
think
you.
you're doing?
Like, cause like you know, like you hear about like the soul. Like you have a soul, and that's what controls everything. But like, is someone's soul gonna be passed on to the android? Or like, are you gonna be like, what if you just take your brain out, put it into a robot? Like, is that gonna work? That's not gonna work, right? That wouldn't work. Like RoboCop, he just had like his spine and his brain and his eyeballs.
yeah,
something?
I think your eyeballs
Like,
have
would
got
that
to be your eyeballs have got to be important, because without your eyeballs, you don't see. Like you'll have like if you close your eyes, like I will remember that I said these words. Probably not tomorrow, but I know that I'm saying these words. Because I think your eyeballs, your ears, and your brain, like just your five senses. I think if you had all your five senses, plop them onto a robot body, I don't think I mean, it would be different. Because not only are you not in a body that can grow naturally, nor can you feel. I mean, maybe if you could took your hands, you'd feel your metal body, or whatever they put
they
on
would
the
probably
outside.
have like programmable
Yeah.
neuron or like nervous system.
I'm pretty sure if you just programmed, like built a human out of like electrical parts, slapped a brain on it, boom, done
It's
dealio.
like the
You
battery
got-
of a car.
Yeah,
It just
plug
works.
that. I mean, more the complex stuff that we don't understand, like the brain. You just slap that in there, give it a spine, eyes, ears. You've got almost human.
I mean, they already
Cycle.
have like robotic arms
Well,
that
yeah,
you can
you just-
connect to your like
Nerves.
and then you can actually move the arm.
I've always wanted a prosthetic arm.
Yeah, I just thought it'd be sick.
Yeah, I thought it'd be sick. I'm like,
And
take
just-
my arm off now.
Yeah.
Give me a robot one, Metal Gear Solid 5 style.
But
Give it
then
a
like
little
what if it like glitches?
You just
Because
have
like
an
there's
open hand
probably
for it.
gonna be glitches.
That's why
like,
you
it
just
starts
smack it a
just
couple times. Give it
beating
the good old American smackdown. Fixes all the technology. Just
With your other hand, just work, god dang it.
I
And
don't
then
beat
it
my meat
works.
anymore. I beat my prosthetic arm.
Okay. I bet that wouldn't feel good. I don't know. Probably wouldn't feel like anything because you got a dang robot.
I mean,
arm.
you've got a prosthetic arm. Who says you can't replace your prosthetic arm with literally anything
Yeah,
else?
you're right.
For the good
Oh wait, wait a minute.
Just-
Ew.
just. Use your imagination.
Or don't.
Or don't. I don't think you want to see prosthetic arms with adult products. Just
Look like Squidward. Let's put other body parts on your arm.
yeah,
Let's have like a leg.
just yeah, that'd be like, cause who says you can't just put anything on your arm once
Yeah,
it's
on
gone?
On your little nub.
Once your nub is there, that's a free canvas.
I bet there's like they're gonna have like detachable things that you can put on. Like you could have like a chainsaw arm.
I mean,
Like there'd be
That'd
like
be
one
sick.
port for every like detachable thing. So like you have your nub, and then you have like a port that like sticks onto your nub and connects to all your neurons, and then
Mhm.
stuff can go on that port,
yeah, just
and then you can like and then you have like that what's that one dude, from those movies, and he has like the boomstick
the
and the
boomstick.
shotgun or the chainsaw arm. I
Oh,
forgot his damn name.
some Evil Dead.
I think it
like
is
Shaun versus the Evil Dead
No,
or
that's
something.
another movie.
No,
It's just Evil Dead.
Evil
Something.
Yeah, Evil Dead.
But yeah, have like a shotgun arm
Shotgun arm.
or like a chainsaw arm for all the lumberjacks. They just
Yeah, it's kind of like
that'd be sick.
maybe have you seen Cyberpunk where he's got like that blade that comes out of his arm, like his arm just
I haven't.
opens up
No,
and
I
it's
haven't.
just a blade. That would be pretty
This
cool too.
Assassin's Creed robot.
Well, it's but that would be cool. Just have your arm open up into some just. So
Yeah, and
you
I'm-
still have the functionality of your hand, but you just
Oh, yeah.
you lose it to replace it with a gun.
Your hand just comes off and a knife comes out.
Yeah, like I remember when I was younger, I watched this episode of like Doctor Who, and like there's just these people pointing finger guns at them, but their fingers lifted up into a
Oh, yeah, yeah,
Derringer
yeah.
pistol. I was like, what? I want that power.
I want my fingers to be
yeah, I want my
guns.
fingers to be guns.
Fingertips. But then how do you reload it? Would your whole arm, like your whole
You just
bone, would be just
Overwatch style, like that one guy with the big fist,
Doomfist?
where he's got his knuckle shotguns.
Oh
just
yeah,
you just
Sick.
crank your arm back, infinite ammo.
that would be pretty cool.
It just
Blood ammo.
it takes your blood, yeah, it makes it super
Yeah.
hard, and then it just whoosh, vanishes.
Yeah.
I mean,
So then they can never get your DNA.
I mean, they still get they'd be like,
Oh well,
he
yeah.
was
but-
shot. It's like they detect like, oh, he's got 2 different kinds of blood. And just like, oh, that's not his blood. And they just sniff him out like a dog for shooting him with blood bullets.
Yeah, that's gonna be crazy. I feel like that's not far in the future. Just
We're probably gonna
ripping off arms.
prediction. We're gonna be like 60 years old when people are gonna have like those custom prosthetics. 60 years.
I bet it's already in like the making now.
Well, yeah. Have you seen I remember watching this one video. It's like these people who modify their bodies, like for the fun of it. Like they just
I don't
add
know.
stuff to their bodies. They just
Like-
add like computers into their body.
Oh, isn't Elon Musk doing that? Like with the chip?
I
something?
only remember seeing it because this guy had his entire arm gone, and they made him a cool prosthetic, one that doesn't look like wires and stuff. It was like an actual arm. It was made of metal and stuff, and they went to like this body enhancement convention. It was people like big earrings. They've got like metal on
Oh,
their
they got all like the
faces.
bumps in their head.
Well,
Well, not like that, but like. If
But
that
it's
was,
it's like they
computed.
just got like metal on their face.
Oh,
like
so just
inserted.
like cyberpunk.
Like, they're just kind of
basically.
like cyborgs. They just slap bits and pieces into them and call it.
Take a piece of the plane off and slap it on my shoulder.
Once
and
I
I'm a
put the new
plane.
iPhone on my belly, I've been able to search everything on the internet.
He's like,
I can be sitting there in bed just, and then pizza's been delivered.
pizza from my belly back into my belly. That would be sick. It wouldn't be
Yeah.
sick. I bet that would be so uncomfortable. Like just having this rectangle in your belly.
Like if I wanted to get a custom one, I'd want to have like a lighter. Like when I snap my finger, it'd be like a lighter. Because I've always wanted that ability to like snap my finger and there would be fire.
So like you'd have like a tube coming out of your palm or something,
Well,
or like a little thing on
I
your
think-
thumb.
I think it'd be out of my thumb or like this finger, like because it grazes it like that, like a lighter. It would be weird, but then you just light whatever you need. That would be cool. I would like if I was like kind
What
of
if
young.
you're like, what if you're like changing your, like you're putting gas in your car and you're accidentally,
Snap.
your whole arm's gone, and then you could get a
I'd
get a
probably
flamethrower arm.
Probably do it on my left since I'm not dominant in my left hand. I mean, I could kind of snap with the motions there. It would still get the job done.
Maybe.
Or just have a full flamethrower, like have a little gas tube, just snap on the middle finger. Spider-Man
Spider-Man.
with fire. Dude, that would be pretty sick
That
too.
would be pretty sick. I don't know how that would be useful at all, other than like a cool party trick. Hey,
Yeah.
look, I can
Hey,
literally
look.
burn your house down in a
Look
couple
what I can do.
seconds. Yeah, and someone's eyebrows gone.
I swear it's for self-defense. Some guy jumps you.
Yo, that would actually be sick. It's like you're a spy or something. In like a, well, I guess you wouldn't be able to go through metal detectors.
Just be like, I got
I got
registered
I have
by.
a flamethrower arm.
Yeah, I.
Yeah, I swear I'm not gonna do anything with
Stick
it.
the gas tube up my bum cheeks. That's how I reload. Or maybe it could just be a natural methane exit. So you know how you fart,
Oh, you
except it
just-
farts out like this way. Except I don't think fart is that flammable.
Yeah, you'd have to have something else that would like make it like a
Self-recharging, or like just have like a port somewhere.
Yeah, I
to
eat beans. You guys got beans at your party? Alright,
Yeah, I got
sick. I
beans.
don't have to bring them this time.
Just out in the middle of the street, it's like, hold up, I gotta eat my beans. Alright, let's go. Flamethrower on one hand, pistol gun in the other.
What if your lighter was your other hand? So like you had to like
Oh, yeah,
light it and
start
then
the gas.
it'd probably be really weak and there wouldn't unless you got one of those long like gas releases.
Extender. Sniper rifle attachment to my finger gun. Hope the kick get real good on this one. Bam! Just
Break your arm from
Breaks
your-
my arms like worth. Just Far Cry. Far
yeah.
Cry that into position.
Those are so stupid.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you know, I have a whole knife in my arm. I'll just take it out and wrap a band-aid around it. Not gonna get lockjaw or anything.
Yeah, dude. Some of the like scenes where people are just yanking stuff back into place.
Yeah, or like their thumb is like out and they
Yeah.
like, and you hear the little pop.
Or like the people. Oh, like I remember this. There's this one movie where this girl was in handcuffs and it was like a wolf
Oh,
or something.
yeah.
She had to get out. She had to break. People breaking their
Yeah,
hands to
that
get
was
out of
in-
handcuffs is like.
That was in that
No,
one
thank you.
movie, where like the dude was like about like he handcuffed the dude to the or he handcuffed the lady to the bed and then he like died from a heart attack.
And yeah,
And she
yeah,
was
that's what I was
stuck.
talking about.
Yeah,
She was
and
just
then there was
stuck
a
there.
wolf that got into the house and was eating the dude, and she had
Yep.
to like break her hand. Ugh, that's my worst fear. Not my worst fear, but like I know it's probably never gonna happen
Yeah, I don't think
unless
you're
you
gonna.
get into
you're
like a
gonna
car crash in the back of a
police.
police car.
Oh, that's like that. Okay, I will finish the arm break thing. But like, I was playing Assassin's Creed, and there's this one like guy who broke his foot, and the girl just comes up, who rotates it back into place. I'm like,
Rotates it.
yeah,
It's like
well, no, like here's
ugh.
his leg,
Well, it had to be dislocated.
and like keep this straight. And it was like, it was like that, and she just went,
Oh.
oh, you'll be good in a month. Just raw. All right.
Yeah, that has to hurt so bad. Like dislocations. Like I've heard of people dislocating their stuff and then just like they're just like screaming while their arm is dangling because like it's not attached to the bone, so they could just like flail their arm around.
Oh
but
yeah,
that would hurt so bad.
I saw that one video on Instagram where she's like
Oh,
doing that
yeah.
dance. She's like, and her arms flying around.
I
that
don't
was
even
sick.
think that. I think that was a fake arm.
I think it was too, but it was still funny.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
Oh, back on what you said about getting stuck in a police car with handcuffs. It reminded me of that one video where it was that guy and he was sitting in the back and he got his handcuffs off and he was beating it, but the cop car got in a crash and you just see him fly out
Oh
the back of the
yeah, I remember
window.
that.
I was like, what? And they just like peek under the thing and they're like, oh, god damn it, he's gone. That was a funny video. Like, not like they probably got hurt,
Yeah.
but to watch it It
Yeah,
was
to watch the
crazy.
guy fly out of the
Yeah, just
the
wanted-
window of the cop car.
Hopefully he's fine. Don't know what he did to get back there, but if you ever come across this video in the near future, it was pretty funny. You got any weird police
I mean-
crash stories?
I saw a dude get pulled over,
Oh,
and
just-
he was in like a Mustang or something, and he had like a DS. It said like DS on the side of his car. He was pulled over by the sheriffs.
I thought he was just driving his Camaro playing like Pokemon on his DS. Just
No.
Oh God, Charizard! And he just flips the car.
No, it was just today. He just got pulled over on Upjohn, and like the cop. I was kind of worried because one of the cops was behind the police car.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, is he about to like pull out a shotgun or something? Yeah, but I just kept on driving. So then when I was coming back, the cop made a U-turn, and I was in the lane next to him, but I knew he was probably pissed or
Yeah.
something. And then the freaking Mustang came up behind the cop car, and followed him. It's like he's gonna pull him over now.
Yeah.
I've never really had any crazy police stories. never-
Yeah, I've only been in a car that's been pulled over, like
Yeah,
twice.
yeah, same.
And
Not that many times.
once it was my dad driving home, and we got
Your
pulled
dad.
over. And then the other time was also my dad driving, but it was out on like Garlock or that big road over there.
Yeah, I think both times was my dad as well. I think.
But both
remember.
times it was just dark. Like the one on like Garlock or whatever, it was pitch black. There wasn't a car in sight until boop boop. I'm like, oh no. I have never been pulled over yet, and hope I
Yeah.
never will.
Yeah,
'Cause
that
would
is-
stress me out. I'd be like, and then he'd be like, "You got something in this car that I should know about?" I'm like, "No." He's
I'm
like,
just-
"Can I do a check?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "All right, you good?" And I'm like,
I would like to say that I would try to like crack a joke, but there's
No.
no way that I would try
no,
to.
I'd be like, "Yes, sir." Yep. Have a good day. Goodbye.
Speed off.
Yeah. It's like,
Idiot.
idiot. The second one, you're gonna have to come with me. I'm like, no, thank you.
Oh.
And I'm gonna have to,
I didn't mean to.
Sorry, I
Swear to God.
was stressed out and I just had to get out of that situation.
I've seen like police, not like in real life, but like they pulled over people and like gave them an ice cream because they did something good. But like I don't know, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, like I've
pulling
seen
over people for good things.
like the body cam videos. I've seen good and bad. I saw this one where this cop like showed up for some, and then he helped these people celebrate their child's birthday. Like he sang him happy birthday. And then I saw this other one where he was pulled over a guy and he was going around to get him to get the ID, and the guy gets out of his car and throws a shotgun at the guy. And his cop drew and like grazed his arm, and the
Oh.
guy was down. He didn't like bah, bah,
He
bah,
just
bah,
threw
bah.
the shotgun.
Yeah, he only tapped the guy like
So he didn't get an
Twice.
attempt murder or something.
yeah.
That's just stupid.
Yeah.
It makes no sense to do something when you get pulled over that would just put you in more trouble.
Yeah, like you didn't even know what the guy got pulled over for. Like you could have just gone speeding, but
Yeah,
like,
and you
the-
wouldn't have to check the car or anything.
Some people just are just afraid to go to like prison or jail, or like they've been there before and they're like I see that most where it's like they've been there and they just don't want to go back. Well, it's kind of like the movies and stuff, but then they'll just do anything to not go back.
Including putting themselves back in
yeah,
longer.
yeah. And some of the stuff they're just like, why? Well, like running. If you run, like I see that more often than guys throwing
Throwing their shotgun.
throwing their shotguns at them. But
Yeah, it doesn't make
why
any
put
sense
yourself
to
in
me.
a dangerous situation? Like if you just like used to watch like Cops when it was a thing,
Yeah,
and like there was this guy who just like talked with them and they just let him go.
yeah.
Like if you just relax and chat up and don't do anything stupid,
You'll be fine.
You'll be fine.
Like, there's no reason.
You're like, if you did something bad, yeah, you're gonna go in, but you're gonna go in and
For
maybe,
not that long.
Yeah, you'll get less of a time.
Maybe like, well, I don't know. If you did something really bad, then you're.
I mean, if
there's
you
no
did-
point into adding on to it.
Yeah, if you did something bad, well, you might as well
Just stop.
own it.
Just stop there.
Just own it and
There's
be
no
like,
reason.
you know, it's not my fault. I drove my car straight into that Starbucks. I just I lost control, and then, well, sorry, you're just gonna have to pay for that and spend like a year in jail or something. I don't know what the
Yeah.
the time to serve is for driving your car straight into a Starbucks, but I'm sure it's some odd amount of time.
Yeah. It's probably just, if you run, then it's evading
Yeah.
police.
Yeah, if you run, there's another charge.
Yep. And they'll
If you
just
fight
keep on
back, that's
finding
another
ways
charge.
to add charges onto you. So there's no
Yeah.
reason to keep on doing it
But
blatantly.
but if you're nice, they might let you off a charge.
Especially
knows?
if you run into the Starbucks with your Ford Fiesta.
every cop is different.
You don't want to head to that Starbucks anyways.
You know,
You can go. Just back out.
you
Don't
know,
run into another one.
this one time I went in there, lady got my order wrong. You know what? You don't gotta
You know
fix
what?
anything.
I'll run
Just
into
go-
it too.
Yeah. It's like, you should got my order right, lady. Stir, stir. Just drive on out.
I bet there's been some crazy cop thing. I bet there's been such crazy things that just haven't been recorded.
Yeah.
So like no one knows about it.
Well, cause not everyone just
Whips out their phone.
World Star.
Yeah.
Like, I saw that one, and it's clearly a joke video, where the guy rolls up, he's like, roll it down. He's like, oh yeah, pass that blunt. He gets in the car and starts boofing it up with them. Oh, that was a funny video.
But I
too.
wonder if that like has ever actually happened.
Well, maybe, like, okay, here's what I think. Here's a scenario. Guy pulls over his buddies, right? And
Oh,
he
his
sees
own, yeah.
Like, he sees his own buddy's like, hey guys, like, you can't do this, but you got an extra one. He gets in the back of the truck, leaves his car there unlocked, goes to party, loses his job the next day. But that would have to be a cop who's ready to just get out. He's
Yeah, he just he wants to make up.
like, he'll do something that won't get him arrested, and then boom. I mean, I guess if you're a cop, you gotta hold up that certain standard all the way through. But there's got to be some cops we just don't know about.
Yeah. I bet some of them don't even turn on the cameras when they do stuff. Cause they're like required to like turn on their camera as soon as they pull somebody over, right?
I don't know.
Oh.
Police body cam.
I don't know. I
footage
just thought you
laws
would know since your dad's
Was.
Yeah, was.
I don't know. I don't think he. Oh, he might have.
I mean, it would probably just help you if you're not doing anything wrong.
Yeah, I think that.
I think that's the
Like,
whole
it
point.
helps if you're just doing your job. Like,
Yeah.
if you do your job and you do it good, the only thing that's going to do is help you. Like, if you get into sticky situations, like, here's my cam footage, this is what I have. Because, like this kind of climate, people are itching to
Yeah.
do something, to get some clout. So they'll do anything. And they'll just pop off on people, and you'll be like, ugh.
Yeah.
And then he's like, yeah, I did my job. This is what I told her. Here's the footage. Peace. And he's just
Yeah,
walk out.
probably, yeah.
Walk out a happy man.
All right, well,
Well,
fifth episode.
it's been episode 5 of the 7 Jump Podcast. I hope you guys enjoyed. May the may these changes not come so abruptly. We will see you next time.
Deuces.